Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Dave. This is Dick's 4x4 Garage, and we're getting ready to start working on a square body. So if you're into that, and I know you want it, and I don't know if I want it, I suppose, but everybody seems to want it. So let's get going. It's 100 and frickin' whatever outside. Got me a penguin mug with some coffee in it, and we're getting ready to start doing some work. Now, let me tell you about what we got going on here. So, gonna be Project Goldy. You see her sitting behind me, kind of. It's kind of dim lighting back there because it's on purpose because it's a wreck over there, and she needs some work. There's a bunch of stuff in the bed. There's stuff around. It ain't that bad. I just gotta move it. But for right now, I want to get the drivetrain going. So let me tell you about the drivetrain. So before we start diving into the truck and putting it in position so that we can start working on it, I'll tell you a little bit about how it's sitting right now. It's got a disc brake converted 14-bolt rear end, and then in the front, those are 410s, in the rear end's 410s, and then the front was 410s, 8 lug, but I took all the internals out and put it on the rock crawler so I could have matching 410s. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, so I'll either have to just get some 410 gears for the front and just do that, or on the side of the house I've got a Dana 44 out of like a 73 I got out of the wrecking yard, and then I've also got a 14-bolt the semi floater. So, and both of those are 6 lug, so that would work perfect since this is 8 lug. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it'll probably go away and we'll just convert it to 6 lug because I'm not dropping a bunch of money in this. All this stuff like I got, you know, sitting around. Alright, so let's talk about the engine a little bit. So the engine is going to be a 5.3 with 4.8 pistons. So it's basically like an L33 that they put in like the Silverados and stuff. So it's just like a higher compression 5.3. This engine was in the K5, it was in the K10. And it scaled Dumont Dunes with 35s in the K5, so it was freaking awesome. So it's got some power. It does good. Now it's got a car intake on it, so it's got like a Z28 intake on it. So that's going to come off, and I'm going to put a truck intake on it. So I have a truck intake here, a 3-bolt. I'm pretty sure it'll work with my throttle body, and that'll be good to go. And then that way I can utilize the like the stock airbox and do that. So I want to make this as like a stock, just nice running truck as possible. As far as the transmission goes, I'm gonna do an SM465. I like the manual. All right, like the only problem I have with the manual is that I have the wrong master cylinder for my hydraulic throwout bearing, and so I have a 7/8, and I need to scale it down to probably like a 3/4 to make the pedal a little bit easier. So I got to do more research on that, but as we go I'll show you all of that and show you how like we mount the old school transmission to the LS, and then we're gonna do a 205 transfer case. But I took it down to the machine shop and I bought the stuff so I could put a large bearing in it. I think it was gonna mount to a 4L80 somehow. I don't know. I can't really remember. But anyways, I got with Off-Road Designs and I'm like, hey, I already did this stuff to my transfer case. Will you swap me cases? And they were cool enough to they just swapped it out with me, so then that way I can just rebuild it and we should be good to go. I guess I better get that to the bench so that we can look at that and then we can figure it out. So that's basically what it's going to be. It's going to be 5.3 SM465 NP205, and we have to assemble the NP205. So that is really what this video is going to be about. So if you want to build a NP205 that's all taken apart, here you go. Let me get everything up on the bench and we'll get it figured out. Alright, so all of this stuff is heavy duty. All of this stuff is heavy and it's all dirty. I did put the bearings and stuff in bags for the most part. I mean, they're big giant ball bearings, so not much is going to hurt them, but oh, except for those. Look at that. I didn't take the needle bearings out, so we're gonna have to fish those out. Hope we got them all. It's just been sitting, so everything should be in this box. So let's open her up and see what's going down. Okay, so here's the advanced adapter stuff right here. Now, let me show you this. So this, so this had a different input right here. So let's find, so look. So this is the advanced adapter one. And this was part number 716044. So there's that. And then this, that comes off anyways. So you can see, let's see. So the two input shafts. So the difference is that this one is like 10 spline. So you can see that there. And then this one, it's probably like 32 spline. We're gonna put this aside. At least we got it. If we want to go this route again in the future, I'll just have this case machined. So I just took it down to my local machine shop and he hooked me up. So we'll put that out of the way. All right, now we got this guy. So this is the output right here. So this would be where your speedo cable hooks to right there, and then you see it's got a little gear inside right there, so that spins on the little deal there. So let's fish out these bearings here. I'm gonna probably just have to take this apart and get all my bearings out of here, because it's gonna be a problem. All right, so here it is all laid out. I'm going to try to find my my diagram. So it's just like the exploded view of it. That way I kind of know where everything goes. It's not that hard, you know what I mean? I just want to take your time, make sure you got everything like this here. Put you down here. So all of the needle bearings are coming out right here. So I'm probably gonna open this up, fish them all out of here, and then we'll continue on. So we'll do that right now. I just want to make sure I got all my needles that I need, make sure I'm not missing any. So let's put these up in here. And then the thing that I find, like when you're putting this stuff back together, is I'm going to try it without, hopefully them not falling out, is Vaseline. I find that works good. So like I put these back together with just Vaseline, and they were fine. I just want to make sure they're all here, and then I'll put them in a bag, and we'll be copacetic. So rebuilding one of these is not very hard. It's just time consuming because you got to deal with all these stupid little needles. And there's other needles too, so we're going to be dealing with more of them. All right, cool. So we got all of them. So they're all just chilling in there. We got them all. So now we will we'll figure out how everything goes together, and we'll just like clean it and install it along the way. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. We will do another one either Sunday or next Tuesday. So Tuesdays are my day off, so I'm gonna try to get you a video probably every Tuesday on this one. We'll see. But I want to keep the momentum going on this one, and so that we can get this sucker all put together. And then on the suspension stuff, if you stuck around this long on the suspension stuff, we're gonna link it. So we're gonna link the front, link the rear. So triangulated 4-link in the back, and then in the front will be either a triangulated 4-link if I can make everything work, or it'll be 3-link, and then, you know, with the pan hardened stuff, I'd rather go, you know, triangulated 4-link, but we will see how that turns out. So I appreciate you rolling with me on this. I'm probably doing something wrong. If I am, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and let me know if you like this kind of video and you want to keep making these kind of videos. So I know it's been a little crazy for a while. So anyhow, I think I got all my parts. I think we're good. I think I have a gasket kit sitting around somewhere for this. I'm gonna look. If not, I'm gonna go get some RTV, and we'll RTV it. So I gotta do that because I don't have any right now. So I appreciate you guys rolling with me. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.